Welcome into CHGO Bets Daily, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Download the app today and use promo code CHGO when you sign up. Welcome into Studio B of our CHGO offices here in the West Loop of Chicago. I'm Sean Anderson, the host of CHGO Bets Daily. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. And alongside me, as always, is my degenerate in spirit, and at least today in spirit, he's not here with me physically, as it's a remote version for him, Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. How you doing, Cody?
Sean, I am 0-6 today, so one might say I'm not doing great.
Hey, I have so much faith in you to come in here and bring energy, and you always do that. You don't bring winning bets, but you always bring energy. What are you betting on today? I mean, it's 340.
I was riding Detroit Mercy
again
today in the morning. I was riding the under on Toledo and Missouri, Kansas City, which missed by 3 points.
I mean, hold on.
And Missouri, Kansas City won.
Kansas City. What are we talking about here?
Missouri, Kansas City won.
What are you doing, Cody?
Yeah, I took the under.
This is degen behavior, and I love it.
Yeah, and then I took Texas Tech +3 and the under. It went over by like 2 points as well. Obviously, the over hit in the final minute. I've lost 2 unders today because of that. I did take the under in another game that went way over. They had like 200 points, and you just do not see that in college basketball. Yeah. But yesterday I was great. If I didn't this morning, I went 7-0 on college basketball yesterday. So this is the basketball gods coming back to like haunt me. All right.
Yeah, I was assuming you'd be betting on
Houston under. I had UCF -2. I had Baylor -2.5. I can't remember all the rest, but I was great yesterday, and I had a positive day on the NFL.
Which not a lot of people could say. I haven't had a huge day today. I had a rough day in World Cup. I went 1-3. I got a win on England first half money line.
I need to text my soccer guy.
Yeah, I don't know about this whole soccer betting.
I am so annoyed. I last night I looked at the England goal scorers, and I'm like, boy, Bukayo Saka, my guy from Arsenal, +500, 550 to anytime goal. I'm like, I should maybe hit that. Raheem Sterling, +280 or 400, whatever it was. I should hit that. Did I do either? No. Did they both score? Yes, very much so.
Well,
yes.
Make sure to bet them against Iran, and that's the voice of Lawrence Benedetto.
Hey, that's me.
So sorry that your Italian World Cup team isn't.
Hey, the Italians, I don't know how they don't make the World Cup. They win the Euros. They don't make the World Cup. This is a mess, but that's fine.
I did do well on Sunday Night Football, and I almost came a minute and 46 seconds away from getting Chargers money line last night.
Bro,
why are you guys taking Chargers money line?
Because we didn't see the stats before the game that Patrick Mahomes is 14 in his career against the AFC West in his life on the road. What are we talking about? That's an insane stat.
The Chargers had that game, and then the Chiefs just happened to have the ball at the very end. How
many times have you heard that with
Patrick
Patrick
did
Mahomes?
cover. The Chargers did cover 5.5 though. So I took the 5.5.
Yeah, I hit a parlay thanks to the Chargers.
And I had the under, which of course hit in the final minute and 46 seconds.
Oh yeah.
It's brutal.
What was your parlay?
Me, I went let's see. I teased the total up to I went over 47.5. I went Chargers +7.5, and then I just took Mahomes and Herbert 250 passing yards for each of them. Yeah. So
I think maybe if Mike Williams doesn't get hurt again, maybe the Chargers do win that game. But
I just saw the fact that the Chiefs had no receivers.
Yeah,
and I was like,
and Kadarius Toney got hurt again. But Travis Kelce is a Chargers killer, and he proved it again last night.
Kills everyone.
3 touchdowns, absolutely insane.
I will continue to take the underdogs on primetime, as well as the under. I'm going to keep doing it.
Well, especially now Patrick Mahomes in any divisional game, I'll just take him, especially on the road.
That damn team is 24-0 in November and December in their last 24 games. 24-0.
I'm talking about covering the spread, not to win outright.
Even though still to win outright. I mean, if they're going to be a dog in November or December, hey, I'll take the Chiefs.
Well, yeah, it's not very often the Chiefs are dogs though. That's why, yeah. But yeah, no, I'm with you.
Got to jump on the opportunities when you see it. Yeah, it wasn't a great day for me on Sunday. usually hate NFL betting, Cody, but it wasn't the worst day. I had Eagles live money line, took that. That was a nice, easy win. I took live over in the Browns Bills at 47.5. That was a nice one for me. And I also hit a couple live ones for the Bears betting. I took offensive score for the Bears' first touchdown drive, and that was a plus 100 hit for me. So I was happy with that. But I got screwed on the over. It was 47.5, right? 54.5. And it was 27-24. So all I needed was a field goal, put me to overtime. I got it. No, they couldn't do that for me. So that was the only one that I was real salty about. But how was Saturday for you? Saturday was a nice day for me, and then I really just started letting everything go down the wayside. It was an awful Saturday night for me, but a wonderful Saturday morning/afternoon.
Well, Saturday night was awesome for me. The Saturday morning, I didn't have a lot going on, so in the few that I had didn't work out for me. USC -2, USC live money line was awesome. It was a great game. I had Oregon money line. That worked out. I had the over in that one, but they did not score as many points as I thought they would. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I had the over in Tennessee, South Carolina, and this week it was South Carolina that scored all the points to hit the over.
It was 66.
Yeah. And I, of course, sprinkled on the live money line for Tennessee, and it was before Hendon Hooker got hurt. That didn't work out. It was an okay Saturday. I could have been better. I had some bad beats in there. Duke covered once again, covering the 7.5 of the backdoor cover. That was awesome. So I think I might keep riding them after what they've done for me the last 3 weeks now. But yeah, I mean, the morning slate was very disgusting for me in terms of I just didn't even want to play anything really.
Should have took Vandy money line.
Yeah, you were right about it. I will give you your flowers on that one, Sean. But you were absolutely wrong about UConn, and that's the one that I haven't forgot about.
Hold on. All right, slow down here. I wasn't absolutely wrong. That game was close at halftime. UConn was competitive. Army gets a blocked touchdown. I mean, I wasn't too upset about that one.
And they didn't even cover the 10.5.
Yeah, they did fall apart.
I'll say this.
I wish I just had taken Vanderbilt instead, Sean. That's why you're wrong.
Could have taken both of them. You clearly have enough money.
Oh, ouch. Yeah, I literally looked at UConn and started thinking about betting UConn, and I'm like, why would I bet on UConn?
We're right about
football?
UMass, too. That was interesting.
Yeah, UMass, I told you, Jimbo Fisher and his Aggies can't even score over 30. And the line's 33.5. Come on. What the hell is this? Yeah. But the other final one, and I'm with you, Lawrence, that was just kind of shocking. What's it called? The
UConn?
The UConn one. I mean, they were in that game, and they're the better team, and they couldn't finish it at all.
You can't bet on UConn football. It's terrible.
They're a bowl-eligible team this year. Jim Mora has turned things around there.
It's still UConn football.
I don't blame you. The only other thing.
Bijan Robinson hit the rushing total before halftime.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
I keep screaming it. Take Bijan Robinson rushing yards.
Yeah, take that and Justin Fields rushing yards.
Right.
It's like your two halftime winners.
And Mo Ibrahim of Minnesota. I said don't take Mo Ibrahim's over rushing stats, and it was at 134.5, and he had 200.
I did hit Iowa money line. It was a disgusting classic Big Ten November game, but I did hit Iowa money line. Iowa fans were laughing at me because Illinois blew it to Michigan. I get the last laugh, though, because I bet on their school to win. So there you go.
There you go. And if you are looking to make some money this sports season, the wait is over. We got basketball is back. Football is happening every single day, basically, at this point. You got Monday Night Football. You got Tuesday Night Action tomorrow. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. They're the official sports betting partner of the NBA. And new customers can make any $5 NBA moneyline bet and get $200 in free bets if your team wins. You can check this out. In addition to usual bets, everyone can boost their winnings up to 100% with DraftKings stepped-up same-game parlays. And for the NFL tonight, you get a stepped-up same-game parlay for the Monday Night Football game. We'll give you some possible props and possible ways to lean for that if you do want to build out your same-game parlay. But go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, opt in, and place a stepped-up same-game parlay today. With bigger payouts than ever, DraftKings Sportsbook is where I go to bet on the NBA, NFL, college football, college basketball, World Cup, I mean, I bet on tennis before on DraftKings Sportsbook. What else have you bet on, Cody? Anything else? Cricket?
I bet on the UFC before,
There
just
you go.
because I've had a buddy saying hey, this guy's gonna win tonight. I'm like, all right, I'm in. Let's ride. But
you can bet on anything, basically.
I'm gonna text my soccer guy. I'm gonna bet some World Cup. Right?
Hey, I love South Korea. Plus 900 to go to the next round. So if you're looking for a World Cup bet, take that before that group starts. But download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code CHGO and make any $5 bet this week and get $200 in free bets if your team wins. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code CHGO. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. I did have the opposite of a bad beat. I had a fantastic win, and it was a live betting situation. Halftime of Ohio State and Maryland. It's a close one, and it's going back and forth. And I see that the Ohio State's line at minus 7.5 at plus 100. I take that. And then it gets even tighter. Goes back and forth. Live line goes down to 5.5 for Ohio State at minus 135. I dabble a little bit on that. I also dabble on ninth drive for Ohio State to be a touchdown at plus 100. That hit. So a lot of fun live markets. But then it got even tighter. I mean, Tua's brother keeps scoring touchdowns. Ohio State's line, minus 3.5 at plus 185. So I have 2 tickets at minus 7.5 and minus 3.5 at plus money. And I was just hoping for a field goal and make it a 6-point game, and I'll cover 2 tickets. But then Ohio State gives it to Maryland on like the 10-yard line, and it's a safety. Oh, wait, he threw it. Oh, wait, that's an interception, and that's a cover of 7.5. They win 43-30. It was the craziest cover I've ever had. I won $50 on that game alone, and then I threw it all away in the Oregon and UCLA game. So, hey, I just got to say, if you're looking to bet live on DraftKings Sportsbook, make sure you do it because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, betting live can be fun. It can also be very stressful.
Yeah, but fun.
And I love live bets, especially with plus money.
Yeah, hey, you always take plus money. I mean, if you're watching the Cardinals and Cardinals and Niners tonight, make sure you're watching. And if you like the way that the Niners are looking offensively, you usually get, especially when a drive starts, touchdown to be plus money. So I always love a little live betting market. So make sure you check that out tonight.
I'm always a fan of when like the underdog scores first and you actually like the favorite, and suddenly the favorite's plus money on the money line.
Yeah, that's
they gave up a touchdown.
Cody's UCLA USC bet. I mean, what'd you get USC on after they went down 14-0?
Well, I didn't live bet them then. I live bet them in I think around the beginning of the second half or third quarter. Sometime they were plus 100 though when I got them.
Yeah.
I wish I had live bet them when they were down 14-0.
Still got plus money, which we love.
Yeah. That might have been the best college football game of the year. And I know that Tennessee and Alabama ranks pretty high up there, but there was one punt in that game.
Yeah.
And it wasn't to the very end.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do love
like watching.
that game.
I like watching DTR because he's just insane.
DTR is fun, and Caleb Williams has convinced me that he should be in that top 2 Heisman candidate. Yes.
Right. Well, if USC wins out and they're the Pac-12 champion, I'd be tough to say that he's not the Heisman.
Yeah, and
it's not going to be anyone from Georgia.
Yeah, and Tennessee, with Tennessee losing to South Carolina,
Hooker's out for the season.
Right. I think that USC is next up. If like TCU finally loses eventually, like if they lose this week, then I think USC can be put into that top 4. But you can even argue
like
putting USC if they're now, but I don't know.
It doesn't seem like Duggan's getting a ton of hype. I think especially with Caleb's numbers, I think he only has 2 interceptions. I think that's going to play huge into his favor.
Over 300 yards per game. I had a lot of props on that game. I had Caleb Williams passing yards. I had DTR rushing yards. What else did I? Oh, I had Caleb Williams rushing yards too.
I did have Caleb Williams passing TDs over, which I just decided to join you, and that one did not hit. So
yeah, that was the one that didn't hit. But,
real quickly.
You took Hendon Hooker touchdowns, though. You did hit that.
I did that, and then he destroyed his leg, and it was over. But we got to get our picks. We got to get any bets in because we got to get Sean over to White Sox over in Studio A.
Thank you, Lawrence, for being a real producer.
We got like 6 minutes.
Well, we got to get a pick in real quick. I got one pick, and it's for 4 p.m. in the Maui Jim Maui Invitational, Cody.
Yes.
We already had Texas Tech versus Creighton. I'm going to Louisville, Arkansas. I've won a lot of money on Louisville basketball, betting against them this season, and I'm going to bet against them in a way. I loved the under of 138. I loved the under of 138. And then I went and checked my DraftKings Sportsbook app. It was at under 139 at plus 100. I would have taken it at 138. I would have taken it at 137. I would have taken it at 136. You're giving me 139 and plus money under Louisville, Arkansas. Louisville sucks. They're not even scoring over 60, I think, in this game.
Rick Pitino ain't walking through that door.
Rick Pitino ain't walking through that door.
Denny Crum ain't walking through that door.
Eric Musselman is. God damn it. He's going to win this
Riding
game.
that must
And he's
bus.
going to make it an under 140 game. So I'll slam that 139, under 139 in that game.
Yeah, I already tweeted that one out earlier. I'm hoping that it hits. Lord help me, I'm 0-6 today going into this game that's about to start in 5 minutes. And
Yeah, should I just put money to fade you?
Chance. This is Louisville. You should fade me, but if you want to bet Arkansas to cover the 15.5, that'd be a good way to fade me too, because I'm taking Louisville to cover the 15.5. This is the last chance for Louisville for me. I just think it's these neutral site games are always weird, and so Louisville, their backs are against the wall already. 0-3, they lost to 3 bad mid-major schools. Wright State's not the worst mid-major school, but again, and they played close in all those games. But Arkansas is a different animal. But they don't have Nick Smith, who's their best player. So I think I like the under. I'm taking the under, and I think Louisville can hang around and maybe lose by 14 instead of 16. You know what I mean? That's just a big total for two. An ACC and an SEC school, you know what I mean? So
I'm getting worried though, because now this under, Cody, is up to 140.5. So I don't know if we're making a wrong bet here, but I think I'm going to place a bet since the lines are nice.
Maybe there's some soft rims there out in Lahaina.
Maybe, yeah. But under 138, you get it plus 115. Yeah. Why not?
I don't know.
So I took that too.
Plus money.
What's up? I'll be on Bears After Dark for for the Monday Night Football
for Bears
game.
After Dark.
Right, for Bears After Dark.
Yeah, talking Monday Night Football.
But I am taking the Cardinals plus 10 tonight. The Cardinals and 49ers are in Mexico City, I believe, at neutral site field.
Azteca.
As everyone knows, I like trends. Cliff Kingsbury against the spread as an underdog, 22-11-2. He's 7-1-1 against the spread versus the 49ers. And Kyle Shanahan against the spread as a favorite, 19-28-1. They were 8-point favorites against the Chargers last week, and it was never even close to them covering. So I know Kyler Murray is out, but Hollywood Brown and DeAndre Hopkins are in. Colt McCoy, how much better or worse is he than Jimmy Garoppolo? And this is coming from an Eastern Illinois alum who stands Jimmy Garoppolo. All right. So I'm taking the Cardinals to cover 10. Don't think they're going to win, but they could keep it within single digits, in my opinion. There you go.
All right, I'm gonna take the under 43. So I totaled every single international game: London, Mexico City, the game they played in Germany. The average total scored in that game, 44. So basically, I'm just taking that Mexico City is going to be that much of a differentiator between London and Germany. And you go to the games that have been played in Mexico City themselves: 24-17. That's under 43. 33-8, very close. Still under, though, 43. And then 27-20, a little bit over 43 there. So I just think that it's been pretty consistent under for Mexico City. I like under 43. These offenses, yes, they're explosive, but Christian
only
McCaffrey's
one of
good,
them can be explosive.
If Christian McCaffrey, is he scoring tonight?
If Christian McCaffrey is held in check, which is easier said than done.
Yeah, minus 140 for him to score a touchdown tonight.
Right. If he's held in check and he's not even throwing for touchdowns like he did 2 weeks ago, then I think that there are going to be long possessions and both teams are going to run the ball. The Cardinals are going to be running the ball with James Conner, and Kyle Shanahan loves to run the ball anyway with Christian McCaffrey and the other 7 running backs that they have. So I think there's going to be a lot of eating the clock. Plus, divisional teams, they know each other. This is how it always goes. I also love the under, not only because it's prime time, but basically because of everything you said, too. These neutral site games, man, it's always it always starts out weird at the beginning. You don't Like it's like the players aren't used to playing there, so it's just like things are just do not go as planned.
High altitude, yeah. They're playing in Estadio Azteca?
Stadio Azteca, yeah.
Estadio Azteca. So we'll see how the field conditions are, too, because back in 2018, they canceled the game because of the poor field conditions. I'm not sure if it's even going to be a nice field for them to play on. So maybe it's a bad track for Christian McCaffrey to score on again. Anytime touchdown for Christian McCaffrey tonight, minus 140. I don't love it enough to make it a lock, but just because Isaiah Simmons is really good. So if I was a defensive coordinator, I'd be like, all right, fast guy, you're covering the fast guy. You're going to chase him around the whole field. So
I think if you want to put that on something, you parlay it with parlay McCaffrey with the Niners to win and go with that.
Garoppolo to throw a pick.
Yeah, there you go. Honestly, that's a good parlay. Honestly.
There it is.
Avoid anything with Colt McCoy, but yeah, that's our CHGO Bets Daily same game parlay under, and you can tease it up. So go under 44.5. Go Garoppolo to throw a pick. Go McCaffrey to score a touchdown. That's Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. You can watch him tonight on Bears After Dark. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. You can go watch me on CHGO
like
White Sox in 3 minutes. Second. So that's going to be fun. Come join Herb and I there. And we'll talk to you tomorrow with Braggs when we are, hey, Cody, get this, millionaires.
On a boat.
On a boat.